Everybody, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, starting from the bottom left and going like we're reading, Treasure.
Hi, I'm Kez, and I'm going to be playing Treasure, the Tiefling Fighter.
Hi, I'm Eric, and I'm playing Sirach, the Arakakra Horizon Walker Ranger.
Hi, I'm Cole, and I'm playing Olaroon Dawnbringer, the Asamar Paladin Hexblade Warlock.
And I'm Megan. I'm playing Servide Landir, the Eladrin Glamour Bard.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody at home. We are happy to have you with us. Hope that you are doing well and being safe, and everybody's keeping their distance appropriately as is needed. So a couple of quick announcements before we get into tonight's adventure. This is night 2 of our week-long celebration. This Thursday is officially our 2-year anniversary. Our first game was April 2nd in 2018, so we've been streaming every week since then, with very few stops or pauses or hiccups, and we're continuing to do it. We've been streaming since social distancing took effect a couple of weeks ago, and so we're doing RPGs every night this week. 5e D&D 5e exclusively. This week we do play some other RPGs, we play some other board games, and we stream video games on occasion. We do a lot of different content stuff. So if you're joining us for the first time, thank you, welcome. Please enjoy yourself. And if you're one of our old friends, you know what's up, and we appreciate you being here. So thank you. Now, because it's our 2nd anniversary, we are doing a major giveaway from our friends and sponsors over at Norse Foundry.
Norse Foundry!
Hey!
Woo-hoo!
We are this Thursday during the show. We are going to be giving away this tray of holding. Yes, tray of holding.
Pretty.
It is very pretty. So it's got this luminescent sort of, let me try to block some of the glare there. Luminescent foil of a eye tyrant or a beholder, depending on your copyright infringements. And it is a wonderful dice tray. It's leather. It's really cool. It's got some side pockets all around the outside of it where you can keep, I think it's like up to 4 dice sets, and it's gorgeous. It's one of the nicest things they gave us to give away, and we want to do something big for you guys. So this is going to be being given away during the show on Thursday. Cole, I think we lost your video. If you want to hit reconnect for us, we'll see how it goes. So we're doing that on Thursday. Now tomorrow night we've got our normal Wednesday night show that is Star Chasers New Horizons. A lot of fun over there. It's a 5e game using the Esper Genesis skin from Alligator Alley. We don't know them. We just use their stuff. They're nice, I guess. I don't actually know if they're nice, but they have good products, and that's why we use it. Thursday night, we are doing a special anniversary show. We are doing a bunch of our original cast members, some people, a friend from the home game. Keith is going to be joining us. Cole is going to be joining us from our latest generation of players. And we're going to be doing one night in Wildmount because we're sad that Crit Roll isn't putting out shows on Thursday, and it's our anniversary, so we're going to do it. We're going to do a Wildmount one shot. Friday night, I think we're going to start a ongoing Friday campaign it's a limited run campaign, probably for a month or 2. That is going to be from the 3rd edition campaign setting Midnight, which is from Fantasy Flight Games. If you never had the chance to play it, Midnight is Lord of the Rings if the bad guys won. So they don't do a lot to hide it. The shadow is in the north instead of the south, and his name is Isrador. So it's pretty on brand. Saturday we're doing another one shot. Lost Cole again. That's okay. He'll come back. There you go, buddy. So we're going to be doing another one shot on Saturday. We're thinking Dragon Age. with a 5e skin, which should be a lot of fun. We're all big fans of games. And then Sunday is my birthday. We'll probably do another giveaway on Sunday. I don't know what we are doing on that day, but it'll be something. It'll be a good time. So, them's the announcements. Does anybody have any other announcements that we need to go over before we get into tonight? I'm seeing a big yawning no. Treasure.
We do. We have that whole 30 subscribers thing that we're trying to work
Yes. So yes, when we get to 30 patrons, I believe it was, and we had 27 not too long ago. So we only need like three more patrons, even at the $1 level. We are going to do another giveaway where our wonderful artist Kez, who plays Treasure and it does a bunch of our artwork for this game in particular, is going to do a character portrait for you. I think last time was full body with no background, and so something similar. I'm guessing.
Basic idea: it would be your character, full body, no background. You go ahead and you send me a full description as detailed of what you want your character to look like. Don't worry if your character is not something you consider one of the quote-unquote typical races. I've done kobolds, goblins, so all that is cool. And I'd just be eager to see, you get to see our characters every week, now twice a week at this point. May as well see some of yours too. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And the art is amazing. Last time we had like a bubblegum tiefling. That was absolutely delightful. So yeah. So join the Patreon. The other thing it helps you get, we're releasing some of Mars's subclasses over on the Patreon first. The Lunarchist should be out by my birthday, which we're very excited for. Also, you get entered in any and all of our giveaways. So even if you're not in the chat that night, you get the chance to win. So if you want to win the Tray of Holding and you cannot be there, you can join at a $1 level, and it's nice. It's awesome, and it helps us out. I think that's it. Cole, you want to stick around for a minute, buddy?
I am trying. Is it? Am I back now?
You're gone. You disappeared for me. And
Unless you are in a snowstorm in Antarctica.
So for me is what everybody sees, where it's streaming off my tabletop. So if I can't see you, nobody can see you, and you're too pretty for that, Cole. Come on now.
I just refreshed everything. Hopefully this will work out.
Okay. We'll give you a second. Well, you're back.
You're back.
Hey, look, see, it worked out.
All right. We're gonna pretend like that's gonna stick around, and let's.
I think we both know it's not.
Yeah, you froze, so I'm pretty sure you're going away anyway. Oh no, you're back. All right, stay put. Stay put. Sounds. What is that? What is that?
What's this? What's this? There's something everywhere.
All right, let's get into it, guys. Shall we? So, our adventure takes place in the lands of Lichtdracht. Our heroes are adventurers that work taking students from the Magnus Exploratorium on different expeditions and keeping them safe as these archaeologists and anthropologists help to discover ancient legends of this new land. Some of our heroes are from the old country, from Rodom, which featured heavily in our first campaign. And so they have taken on a job recently, a series of them, that will lead them on an expedition through a nearby forest and into some mountains for two different purposes. Tonight's purpose is the exploration of an ancient elven manor. The previous two expeditions of which have run into deadly forces of undead that have killed those previous adventurers and dragged them down into a well of corruption and undeath. And so, in order to help set a grad student's mind right, if ever a thing could be done, they have set out to aid the creepy and somewhat distraught Tavish. So last night, those of you that were... I mean, I guess not, but your other friends are, so
There you go.
if you want to leave them high and dry, I mean, that's kind of up to you. So last night, the team, you guys had all ventured into the forest together. The day previous, you had fought some wasps, gathered some of those stingers that you are going to be able to sell for some gold pieces when you get back to town. The team had ventured with Tavish, and when Tavish comes within eyesight of the Elven Manor, and it's the source of this creepy, low-lying fog that clings to the ground of the floor, his 1,000-yard stare engages, and he tells you all that when last he left, the gate wasn't like that. I left it open. And he reminds you that when running for your life, you don't stop to close doors very often. At which point he went on to explain his 2 previous expeditions, that they had documented many of the things in the upper levels of the manor and worked their way into the bottom and saw the glint of glimmer and armor of ancient souls. Then those began to rise and claimed his initial adventuring party. The second he couldn't bear to see them, he waited by the door as they descended down, listened to their screams as they were consumed. And then he ran. So now with the gate closed, your other friends, Fable, Talroth, Thozen, and Clever Stitch, are circling around the back to find the servants' entrance and venture in there. However, it has become clear by looking at the tracks and the footsteps up here near the gate that some of those undead that you're expecting to be in that well have risen and probably have claimed the manor. And so that your friends don't get overwhelmed, you all have decided that your team is going to break through this gate into the manor and explore what is happening on those upper 2 levels. So, before we get into this, you guys have been traveling in the woods. You do have a couple of days. Is there anything in particular you as a team need to or want to do in that downtime, in that travel time, before we get into tonight's adventure?
I want to make a check on the house.
Okay.
To see if I recognize any of the architecture, but that's obviously not in the woods.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll hold on to that. When we get to the house, we'll do that first. Is there anything else that needs to happen before we get to house and manor venturing? Anything you guys want to do? If not, that's cool. We can jump into it. I just didn't want to rush you guys forward if there was something you needed to get done. I'm not seeing anybody jump at it, so okay, great. So it is a little past midday when you guys are making it to the manor, and Tavish, Wolfa is taking Tavish back to a tree, and he's kind of giving him one of the heavy blankets, the like trauma blankets. He's not in a good way. So right, go ahead and roll a history check for me.
Fuck. 12.
12. Okay. It is, you don't know a lot of the particulars, but just from looking at the architecture and the design of the house, 2 things are clear. One, it is definitely of Elven make and design. It does remind you of your Eladrin city in some ways, like the way the gate is sort of grown out of ironwood and shaped into a very artistic design. It seems to be a different type of elf not Eladrin in specific, and not one that is probably from the Feywild, but you recognize the root techniques that are being used by both. So you know that they are elvish. They are probably not from a prime material plane. They're probably from a different outer plane, but you don't really get any of the particulars from looking at the outside.
Okay.
The gate, for those of you that did not see last night, they're around the manor, which is on a slight hill, and built into the back of the hill, there is a thicket fence of sort of thick vines and woods, this brush that stretches to be about 10 feet tall. And the main gate is this bronze-like ironwood, thick and dense and heavy, that is grown into this wild, sort of swirling, wicked pattern that is very sharp. And while you can see through it, none of you could probably stick more than your hand, or maybe Sirach, being as small as he is, could get up to his elbow. But yeah, you would need like a small creature just to get an arm through there. So it's all pretty dense, but it's definitely a gate. And before they had ventured off, Talroth and Clever Stitch had investigated it. It is locked. It is untrapped. However, it is a pretty dense and nasty lock. And you guys, you have reviewed with Tavish. Breaking is an acceptable form of entering here, so I wanted to let you guys know that. However, Sirach, you can fly. You can just hop on over the gate if you really want to. So what would you guys like to do?
Breaking and entering?
Well, did Talroth try to open up the?
No.
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Sure, give it a try. Make me a Thieves' Tools check, Dexterity plus Proficiency.
That'll be a 16.
16. Okay, you get your locks in there, and it's tougher than that. This is a DC 20 lock, so you can try again at disadvantage if you want, but you realize that the tools that you have, the keys for these ironwood locks are very long. They're deeper than what most of your lockpicks are. So you fear like if you did it, you'd probably break your Thieves' Tools doing it. You might so it's up to you. Break your Thieves' Tools or just break the lock.
Break the lock.
Lock time it
Sorry,
is.
I mean it doesn't change. It was an 18. It wasn't a 16. It was an 18. My bad.
Okay. I mean, information is the same. So if you think you can roll it, I don't know how well or poorly you rolled. You can tell your team, but they're saying
I rolled
break
a
it.
10.
You rolled a 10. Well, your next try is at disadvantage. So
Yeah. So
I say let
Break
Treasure
it.
Lock.
all right. Let's just. I'll turn around to it. It's not opening.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and Treasure's gonna take the pommel of her sword and just strike that lock.
all right, go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Character sheet, because that's a thing she does. That's going to be an 18
18.
altogether.
Yeah, 18 is the armor class of the Ironwood. So you do hit it. Go ahead and roll damage for me. You can double your damage. It's
Roll
an
the damage?
inanimate object. Yeah, roll damage for it, please.
So if I have 2d6, it would be 4d6 plus
Mhm.
my strength. Okay.
Mhm.
18.
18? I'm sorry, Treasure, could you repeat that?
18.
Who was getting the teen?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Great.
18.
There it is.
18. There it is. Yeah. Sorry, we keep missing the 8. So yeah. So 18. You bash the pommel of your sword in there. You do see that it definitely bends, like it's barely holding on by a thread. And the pommel of your sword, is that metal? Is it a gemstone? What sort of
Metal.
It's
just
metal.
it's just a classic metal sword. Nothing special about it.
So yeah, the dense metal that is there, usually it's like a heavy iron or a steel, something to counterweight the rest of the blade, right? And it's one of the few times you've seen something like leave a little dent in that pommel. Like, this is dense iron wood. So one more, like you're almost through it, a couple of points of damage, and you'll get through, but it's going to take another swing. So
For another swing, then.
all right, let's do it.
+6. That's gonna make for 22. If my math is right.
Okay. I'll take 22. 22 definitely hits. Even your base strength is enough. You only needed 2 more points of damage. So
okay.
So the first time the pommel comes in, it dents it just a little bit. You see it and you're like, come on, right? And you take another big swing. The hammer sort of falls on it, your sword like a hammer, and the lock pops open and the locking piece falls there onto the ground.
Your tools are a bit better.
Oh, they're tools meant for keeping the lock intact. I absolutely had no intention of keeping the lock intact.
So, gate is unlocked. What would you guys like to do?
Can I cast my divine? Can I use my divine sense?
Mm-hmm.
No location of any undead within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet. Okay. I will let you know. There, yeah, you cast there. From the gate to the front door is... Yeah, we'll call it about 60 feet. There are, within range, at least 3 undead. And as you look out, now when you can look past the gate, it becomes clear to you there are like 2 elven guards standing up at the door. They're stone statue stiff. And their armor almost blended into the architecture. But with your divine sense, you can tell that there are those 2, and then there's another undead somewhere on the grounds.
Okay. Then I will, after using that, I'll be like, everyone, weapons out. There are undead around. And those 2, I'll point out the 2 statues, is like, those 2 are undead.
Sarai's gonna come up to Sirach and put a hand on his shoulder, and say, I know how hard this must be for you. We're not your favorite people, and I'm sure that this is quite unnerving. So I wanted to tell you that I think you're being very brave. And I cast heroism on you, so you can't be frightened.
And I will start. I will start to move into the area, just kind of trying to lure out the undead that was on the grounds.
Okay. You push open the gate, and there is a loud sort of creaking and twisting, gnarled sort of. It's a creak mixed with the snap that you hear when wood is wrenched, dried wood sort of bursting and popping, similar to the way it might in a fire, or if there was fire. as you're walking into the area, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All of us?
Olarune's leading the way. Who's going second? I'll let the first two of you roll a perception check. Sirach? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold up the rear in case anything comes from behind us.
Sounds good.
I'd rather the two squishies be between Olarune and I.
He ain't squishy, he can fly.
Okay.
So, Sirach, Olarune, give me your perception checks in the chat, please. Olarune on a 10.
Nice fat 10.
Nicely done.
Dirty.
Got it. And Sirach on a 20. So, Sirach, are you flying or are you hopping?
I'm just bobbing along with Olaroon right now.
Okay. You guys start to make your way into the area. Sirach, you sort of chicken hop and flutter. Treasure, if you can reconnect your picture for me, I'd appreciate it. So, you make your way in. Sirach, you can. I did lose you. I'm sorry. I got your pretty chibi face, but I don't have your pretty human face. So you can see that there is another guard, an armored guard, that is about 50 feet to your right, walking the grounds of the. Actually, I'm going to say 40 feet. 40 feet to your right, walking the grounds of the manor, and you can see him starting to make his way over.
I'm going to step in front and kind of put my hand on Olaroon's chest plate and just, over there, over to the right.
So my head will kind of just snap over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll draw my sword and my shield and start, moving in the way of the one that's approaching us.
Okay, so you turn to the one that is walking around the grounds. I have her back, so I just reloaded and I have her back now. Olaroon, as you do that, Sirach, you can see the guards that had been up on the steps leading to the front door sort of lurch and at the sight of movement and begin to descend their staircase. I'd like everybody to flip for initiative, please.
Game time.
Can I, before that, just have said, just like we're seen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Just like,
absolutely.
They know us.
So everybody knows that trouble is a brewing, and you guys are on it. Nice. Yep, when you get your card, let me know in the chat. You can flash it to the thing if you would like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sweet. And Olaroon's on a 7, but I think Olaroon, do you have a dex?
Yes, of 1.
Well, that beats the undead, so good job. So we are starting off with Saraid on a king. So, Saraid, I'm sorry, hit your.
Damn it! It was so beautiful, y'all. I wept. It's gone now. I'm going to Mantle of Inspiration, bonus
Okay.
action, and everyone gets 5 temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't say it before, because we're going into Elven territory, she would have changed while we were in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in spring.
Okay. She's in the season of spring. Okay,
She's
Mantle of
in the
Inspiration.
season of spring. And that's it.
Okay, and you're about 5 feet from Olaroon and Sirach at this point? Or are you further back? Have you come through the gate?
Yes.
Okay, you've come through the gate. Great. Good to know. Thank you, Saride. So that takes us over to Olaroon.
Okay, so how far is the one I moved to intercept?
I'm going to say you moved about 5 feet before we flipped for initiative. So 35 feet.
35 feet. Okay.
Yep.
Then I am going to move right as far up to him as I can, 30 feet.
Okay.
Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay.
And then I will ready my action to attack him as soon as he comes within range of me.
Okay. Sounds good. Ready to action to attack. And that is movement action, bonus action. Sounds good. It is up to the other 7, which are my Dread Elven warriors. So, Olaroon, that one does close the distance. You can make your attack, please.
Okay, so I will...
And are you eating a fruit by the foot?
I am eating a fruit by the foot.
Okay.
Because reasons.
Because he's a Kumon boy and it's snack time.
It's snack time. Dang it.
Yeah, well, I can't argue with that.
Hey. So that is a 23 to hit.
It absolutely does hit. Yeah, you can tell these guys are wearing what is ironwood equivalent sort of heavy armor. So they have an AC of 17.
Okay. So that is... that is 8 points of damage.
Okay, 8 points of damage.
Wait, no, 8 plus 2. Sorry. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Sorry, I blocked the mic when I said that. 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it. I held my action to do that.
Great. Okay. So that undead is going to, with I had shown you guys a picture of them previously. You realize that these are elves, but they're elves of a very different type. They have very prominent sort of ram or bison twisting horns that come out of a very thick brow. Their sharp features are almost to an alien extent, far sharper than what even traditional elves or Eladrin experience. And what you had thought might have been like a mask or some form of helmet, you're realizing now is, 1, their odd shape, but 2, it being distorted by the undeath. And they have with them these very large sort of not quite halberds, but these large pole arms with like a sharp sort of spear that is cupped and open, almost like a massive syringe of some kind. So it is going to attack twice at Olaroon. So that is 2 attacks, the higher of which is a 13. So I'm guessing 13 misses you, Olaroon?
Yes.
Okay. So that one closes the 5 feet. You take your swing at it. It comes across, stabs once, and then brings it down. Olaroon, you just sort of parry and deflect as best you can. You see the other 2 undead begin to descend down the stairs and come closing in. They were 60 feet away, being by the door, 60 feet to the gate. They travel 30 feet, and then you see them reach into their side pouch, their pockets, and they have these slings made of what is like a very dense black sort of cue ball that they're going to hurl, one at Treasure and one at Syrah. So Treasure first, +4, that's a 12 to hit. That's, I'm sure, going to miss. And then Syrah, that's an 11 to hit. I'm sure that misses you as well. So You see them as they come forward. They don't move like zombies, but they do sort of lurch and jerk, and there is a stiffness to their muscles. They are clearly undead. So when they put it in their slings, it whips, and then it sort of flings wide as it goes. That is it for my guys on a 7. Then we had Sirach on a 6.
Yes, indeedy. So we have the one that is fighting Olaroon, and then we have 2 that are coming this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they traveled 30 feet, and then they hurled some dense cue balls at you, and they're 30 feet away.
They're 30 feet away from me.
Yep.
Okay, first things first, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on one of the 2 that's headed towards me.
Got it. Left or right?
Let's say left.
Left. Got it.
And with Hunter's Mark on, I'm going to use one of my... I'm just going to shoot him with an arrow.
Okay, shoot him with an arrow.
That'll be a 20. That's a 17 plus 8 for a 25 to...
Absolutely hits. Yeah, armor class of 17. Your arrow, as you narrow your eyes onto the target, you watch the magic sort of guide your arrow for some additional damage. What'd you get?
All right, so that is 5 damage from the arrow, so 9, and then 2 more damage from... I think that's only... It's 1d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's going to be 9, 10, 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. Yeah, pierces into its armor deep. You hear it sort of squish into there. That's what we got. Anything else to rock? Any movement?
Yeah, I'm going to fly up 15 feet into the air.
15 feet. Okay. Sounds good. And then I believe we're up to treasure.
I'm assuming because I was just behind Sirach that the closest one's still like 30 feet away, or...
Yep, 30 feet.
Move to... There's one fighting Olaroon, correct?
Correct. That one is... They're all 30 feet at this point. That one closed the distance. So you can get to any of the 3 in a single movement.
Okay, I'll help out Olaroon.
Okay, so you turn to the right and you go heading towards the one that Olaroon had previously attacked. What would you like to do?
I am going to take the greatsword, which is already out, and successfully got rid of a lock, and see if it'll successfully get rid of this thing's face too.
Okay.
Let's roll an attack, I guess. That is most certainly not going to hit.
Oh no?
That's going to be a 9.
Okay, 9 definitely misses. Yeah, sorry. But
okay.
you are there. Any bonus actions?
Yeah, you know what? Let me see what I've got for bonus actions. I'm going to hold off on that for now.
Okay. Great. End of the round, new round. Let's flip them up. King, Jack, 7. Oh, Olaroon. All right. Treasure.
Guys.
Hey, we put it in order.
You did. Treasure, you are up.
So we're not going to use the pommel now. We're actually going to use the blade, because that's what it's for. Stick it with the pointy end. That was much better. 621.
21 definitely hits. Yeah.
A6 plus 4.
Oh, 12 damage? Okay. Great. 12 damage on that one. Yeah, it is in the bloodied range now. Another big hit like that. Maybe a little more. You guys should carve through that one. Anything else, Treasure?
Nope. I'm just gonna make sure I stick within range to help out Olarum because let's see, sticking together is probably gonna help us out in the long run.
Okay, sounds good. And after Olaroon, or after Treasure, is the zombies. So that one is going to split its attack. First one to Olaroon, second one to Treasure. +4 to each. First one to Olaroon is a 6. That's going to miss. Next one is a 19, so 23 to hit Treasure.
Okay, that does hit.
Yep. So that is going to be, I believe it is 8 points of damage. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then that had what? They're gonna continue to run up to you guys. Sirach, they cannot get to you. One is gonna continue to stay where it's at and just hurl a ball at you. The other one, Saride, is coming to attack you. So, a ranged attack against Sirach. That is a 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. So that is going to be... What is that? 6 points of damage. And 2 attacks on Saride. 14 and a 13.
Yeah, meets it, beats it. They both fuck.
Oh.
No.
I thought you mage armored, right?
Yeah, it's still just 13.
And you have no dex modifier.
Is the ride within 5 feet of me or these things? Like, no? Okay.
No, that was back
That was
by
the
the gate.
plan.
So, Saride, you don't have a dex modifier, do you?
No,
Okay.
take me.
Okay, so that is 19 points of damage.
I was joking, Stone. What the fuck? I'm bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
I'm below bloodied.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would like to remind you that in these times of quarantine, I can still drive to your house.
Good. That is it for my undead. Up next is Sirach on a jack.
All right. You lost me?
I got you. You're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I am going to... I'm going to... So I Hunter's marked the guy on the left, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to fly towards the left as much as I can, while keeping him within 30 feet to try to draw him towards me, away from everybody else.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I'm going to attack with my bow for a 1. So that's gonna miss.
That is gonna miss. Yep. Okay. Anything else, Sirach? Any bonus actions?
No, I son of a gun. I got nothing.
Okay. After Sirach, it is Saride. Saride, push the...
I was pondering. I couldn't figure it out. Okay.
Oh, we didn't know. I'm sorry.
It was basically me just looking at the open fridge of my spell list going, well, okay. I mean, I could. I'm going to heal myself
Okay.
because that seriously
Ow.
fucked me up, y'all. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
So that is. We're just gonna do a cure. I'm just gonna touch myself.
Okay.
Shut up. Fuck. Okay. It's just 6 points. And that's so everyone is down here now, right? The 2 guards and the 1 rando.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 3 guards total. 1 that was walking the grounds, 2 that had been up near the
Mhm.
door. 1 of them from the door has traveled all the way to you. 1 of them from the door is about 30 feet away, is hurling balls at Sirach. And then the other one is fighting Olaroon and Treasure to the right of the gate.
Can I try in Sylvan? Can I try talking to them in Sylvan?
Sure, you can try talking to them in Sylvan.
Yeah, I'll ask to see their master.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, so close. 24.
Okay. Okay. It says to you in Sylvan, Master knows only death.
I don't like that.
Hard same, my dude. Which is what she sounds like when she speaks Sylvan, by the way.
Good.
Fucking right? Ugh, gross. So, okay.
Any bonus
That is-
actions to ride?
Bonus action was touching myself.
That's an action.
Bonus action, try to talk to the guards.
Got it. Okay, and I believe that leaves us to Olaroon.
So I am going to, after I see Sarai get nailed by poor choice of words, I am going to turn to the thing in front of me and say, I no longer have time to deal with you. And I will use my point of inspiration
Mm-hmm.
from Jack that I've never used
Okay.
to give myself advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Ooh. I rolled a 3 and a 6.
Spicy.
So yeah, that's not gonna hit. 'Cause it's
Okay.
a total of 12.
Okay. Unfortunately, that does not hit. Are you going to stay put, or are you going to run back to help Saride?
I've got time to deal with this. I, however, have all the time in the world.
Yeah, actually, I will break where I'm at and run over to her.
Okay. So, yep, it's going to take the attack of opportunity. That is a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. So, as you run back, it's going to take a swing at you. You parry as you go, and you end up right next to Saride with the other undead bearing down on her.
And I will bonus action cast Shield of Faith
Mm-hmm.
on her. That is so she gets a +2 to her AC.
Nice. Okay. I believe that is it. Remind me what Sentinel does, Treasure?
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon against.
Absolutely. Doesn't have to hit. As long as it attacks it, you can make your reaction.
Okay, so while Olaroon's running away, I'm just going to try to bring the sword back and cleave at it because how dare you? He just said he had no time for you. I am right here.
There you go.
18 plus 6, 19.
19 does hit. Yeah, roll your damage.
Okay. Damage is not great. It's going to be 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. Yeah, it's continuing to drop low. It takes the swing. You bring your blade up and across. You catch it in the arms. It was a good strike. You think for a moment maybe its arms will come off, but then you watch as the sinew just sort of holds on. And while it stretches and those bones are probably broken, the unnatural energy of its necrotic nature does hold it together.
So, one quick point of order.
Yep.
Treasure, you have the great weapon fighting style, right? Can she hear me? Can you hear me, Treasure?
Yeah.
19s are crits.
Yeah, but the great weapon fighting style means she re-rolls 1s and 2s.
Treasure, we need you to press the mic button.
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
Treasure, no.
Is she gone? Have we lost her?
We have just cast silence on Treasure. Other than that, she's okay. She's figuring out.
Treasure might be used to it at this point. Nope.
Negative on the sword. Fortunately. Let me check something over here. Make sure you're still on the call.
She's still on the call.
Okay. Yep. I think it's something with the mic.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey,
there you go.
You may have an older
Yes.
microphone.
Yeah. We hear you, or we heard
Can you
that.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, I think we lost her again.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
there we go. Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Happens.
So I re-rolled because, yes, 1s and 2s do get re-rolled in damage, and I had rolled exactly a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
A 6 and a 5. So that's 11 plus 4.
11 plus 4 is 15. 15 was the exact number of hit points it had. So
Woo!
that
Ooh.
is enough.
Olaroon for the backup there.
Nicely.
Warriors for the win!
There you go. Good reminder, Olaroon. All right. So with that, I think we're on to a new round. Yep. Yes, new round.
And Cody, I think I messed up your thing.
Nah, you're fine. Do you want that card? Otherwise, I can take it from you.
Yeah, you can just take it from me.
All right. Steal card. Stealing.
Let it go.
Thank you. That's all right. Well, it's just gonna live up there. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the notes. Go. Hopefully that helped with the music. Apologies, guys. We are continuing to work on lots of different things. So over on the initiative track, we've got Olaroon on a queen. You're up, bud.
Hey, there it is. So this thing that just almost punched a hole into my teacher,
Okay,
I'm going to attack it.
let's do it. Let's attack it.
Cocked. Again, this is why I have too many dice in my tray. That is a 24 to hit.
Yes, definitely hits.
Okay, so that does 1d8 That is 11, 12, 13 points of damage. And I am also going to throw a level 1 Divine Smite onto that.
Okay. Roll the Divine Smite.
So that's 3d8. Plus another 11 points of radiant damage.
11 points of radiant damage. That is enough to drop the second undead.
And so after that, I will just take over a defensive stance in front of Sarai.
Okay. Sounds good. After Olaroon, Sirach.
Gonna shoot another arrow.
Okay. Sounds good.
Nat 20.
Let's
Okay.
Woo! And I'm going to Primeval my Planar Warrior on top of that. So that's going to be a D8. So that's a 3 plus 6 for 9 plus 4 for 13 plus 4 for that. So that'll be 17, and then a D6. Another 5 on there. So that's going to be 22 damage.
Nice.
All force.
Okay. Yep. The last zombie, the last undead warrior is well bloodied at this point. I mixed some damage up, but you guys are killing him anyway. So that is it. Anything else for you, Sirach?
That's the last one, right?
Yeah, that's the last one. So.
Yeah, then yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. I
Great.
go collect arrows.
We'll save that till the end. It's still up. So Treasure, do you have a dex?
I do not.
Okay, so I'm gonna say my warrior gets to go because I'm the GM and I said so. Yeah, it is going to sort of lurch forward, the arrow sticking out of its neck. It's going to pull back that massive, weird javelin it has and just chuck it at Sirach. So it's going to miss with a 10 as it goes hurling out over there. Treasure, the one that is at your feet, is going to. So the last amount of damage.
It's still alive?
Not technically, but it looks like some sort of magic undeath is trying to help it knit itself back together.
Undead fortitude.
Yep, it does have an undead fortitude, and with the 15 damage you dealt plus 5, DC is 20. It rolled a 19 plus 3 on the con. So yes, it does. It reshakes itself back together and rises up from the ground and is going to make an attack, 2 attacks on Treasure. That is a 14 and an 11. Both of those I'm sure are going to miss Treasure, but you watch as this undead monstrosity does just sit back up, Undertaker style. Olaroon, you see this, and divine, celestial, radiant, that's the word. The radiant energy that you poured into your divine smite prevents this undead creature from rising. So yours is staying down. That is it for my guys. We are over to Treasure.
Okay, well, Olaroon did something that made it stay down. I don't have that per se. That is definitely out of my wheelhouse. But what I do have is Searing Smite, so I'm going to attempt that.
Okay.
and see if that works.
Okay.
Let's just go like bash it just back on the head. Like, no, stop.
Okay.
Gross.
+6. Wow, that was a pretty hard bash on the head.
What's the total?
4, I think. 17 + 6. I'm probably doing math wrong.
23. You're good. Yeah, definitely
23.
hits.
Okay. And I know with Searing Smite, I get additional damage, so.
Yes, you do. Is any of it radiant?
I don't believe so. I believe it is all fire.
Okay. Sounds good.
So. So that's going to be 8 regular damage
Mm-hmm.
and 7 fire damage.
Total of 15.
And then plus my 4 strength, so 19.
19. Okay. So the total is 24. The only way it can survive is with a nat 20. So I'll just roll
Let
that
me
now.
see. Okay, well, if it's still up,
Nope.
I think it could potentially catch fire.
It does catch fire. Sure. Absolutely catches fire. It's no, you watch it as the fire licks over its corpse, the dried ironwood beginning to catch. You watch it try to hold itself up, and then it just begins to break apart into rotting undead pieces. And you had not had the smell of undeath or of putrescence before, but now that it's on fire, and it's like the inside, it had rotted from the inside out. So yeah, now it's starting to smell pretty bad. After treasure, we have Saride.
What? There's still one up?
One that is about 30 feet away and has been hurling stuff at Sirach.
Do we know anything about the whose manor this was? Did they get a name? Do we know?
They did not. No, they do not have. Tavish did not.
Get far enough in?
He's just a bit distracted with undeath and mental.
Sure. Sure. I'm going to ask the one that's up from behind Olorun. What is the name of your master who serves death?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh my god, they're so close. 25.
Master Oral Wind.
Orowind?
Oral Wind.
Like, yep, okay, thank you.
Yeah,
really gonna do that.
Oral Wind.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Saride?
Yeah, I'll poke at the one. Oh wait, he's not fighting anything.
He's hurling stuff at Sirach.
Then no, I have nothing ranged.
Okay. Oh, you don't have Vicious Mockery?
They have to make wisdom. Oh fuck, shit. Wait, do I have? I may have gotten rid of Vicious Mockery.
That's the classic bard.
Oh, I still have it. Okay. So fuck you. I'm not predictable. Ugh. Did you just call me basic? So
Not
I need
so many
to.
words.
That was smart. So I needed to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Oh no, I don't need the advanced one. Just give me that. Fails.
Phenomenal. That is Do I add anything? Nope, just it's 4. 4 damage.
Okay, 4 points of psychic damage.
And it has
Yes.
disadvantage on its next attack.
That's
Does
correct. Yep.
Shit. Remember that thing we were talking about earlier, Cole, about their spells work?
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
I believe that's it. New round.
Oof.
Pretty sure it's just you guys and then me. Yep. So, up top, Queen, Sirach.
Queen, I'm going to finish what I started and just hit the guy in front of me.
Okay.
That'll be 13 plus 8 for a 21.
Absolutely.
All right. And I'm going to Planar Warrior it. So that's 1d8, 8 damage, 7 damage for 15 plus 4, 19. And then d6 of 3 for 22.
22.
Force damage.
Force damage. Absolutely will drop it to unconscious. Let's see if it makes the save. It does not. Yeah, the arrow pierces into it. You watch it hit the ground, and as it starts to lurch forward, it just ends up sort of driving the arrow deeper into it, and that's it.
Woo!
It's gone. You guys can now sort of smell the putrescence filling the air, the undead bushes and grass that has filled this land. What would you guys like to do? Do you want to look around the grounds at all, or do you want to say
collect my arrows.
You collect half the arrows that you shot, round it up.
Cool. So I have 2.
Okay. And anything else you guys would like to do?
I'm going to kind of take a look at the undead and see kind of the possible level of necromancy that we're working with.
Yeah, make me a investigation check first.
That's the 19.
Okay. You can absolutely. So it's pretty easy once you start to dig into there. The warriors that you guys have fought, their intestines, their guts, all of those internal organs. When you start to cut into them, you find these pockets of sand. Coarse, dry desert sand. Yellow, orange. It's odd, to say the least.
Yeah, so I will look at it and I will turn to my companions to be like, this is very strange.
Can I make a look around if there's anything of interest in the area?
Yeah, sure. You can make a perception check.
Ooh, 19 plus 4 for 23.
What sort of stuff are you looking for, Sirach? Stuff of value or stuff?
Not of value, stuff that would just stuff of interest.
Stuff of interest.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a weird landmark or a building we maybe didn't, like a quarters or something we didn't notice before.
Okay, so there are no additional quarters or places to stay. Seems like the manor and most likely the basement, the servants' entrance that Tavish described to you guys, is the extent of the house. There are a couple of lawn features that do seem to be of interest. There's the walk from the gate up to the house, which has some shrubs around it and like a paved path. And then there's lawn on both sides. And from the gate, looking at the house to the right, there is a fountain with like a make sure we're muted. Okay, good. There we go. So there is a fountain that looks out of place. It is not of the same architecture as the rest of this house and the topiary around it. And on the left side, similarly placed in an equilateral style, there is a sundial that seems to be set up there. And at a glance, Sirach, the unnatural fog, what was described as like a dry ice fog, seems to be pouring out of the edges of that fountain.
All right. And I relate that information to everybody.
Okay.
Can I?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Can I see if I remember the name Whirlwind?
Yeah, make a history check.
It's from something. I don't think I've. Great history. Okay. 17.
17. So you don't remember them in a purely like historical fashion, but you are a bard and you have traded in tales of extraplanar elves for many years. There is a ballad, one of those like epic ballads of the family Orlwyn, who one of their great mission, their family coat of arms, has been to map the plains, and so they are known planar travelers that whose goal for the elven kingdoms and for their people, their mission is to map the different planes of existence. And it is their eternal hope that existence is finite, so that they can someday end their pilgrimage. So.
Okay. Do I know this song?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna start playing it very, very quietly, but
Okay. Nice. You at least know a version of it. Absolutely. Much like Bard Tales, there are probably a few different versions, but you know most of it.
okay.
So
Do I get the gist of this from the song?
from Sylvan, yeah, they're like all great Bard Tales. It begins with a thesis statement, and then outlines what will happen in the following verses before making a closing argument.
I'm going to look over to Sarai and just be like, is that about the people here?
Yes, I seem to remember their name with this song, at least. So I know that they're evil and undead, and I know that we have to kill them. I'm not suggesting that we don't, but maybe we could try to slip past them a little bit if we're. I don't know.
I'm gonna detect. I'm gonna cast detect portal.
Okay.
Within 1 mile, I can sense the distance and direction of the planar portal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So there is there's no clear-cut portal. There's definitely no portal here. I will, however, since you are a planeswalker, you do know that the house itself the grounds could open itself onto a portal. It is not an active portal now, but it's very much the entirety of the house, of the manor, travels itself. And you get the greater sense that when it travels, it brings part of the plane it's leaving behind with it, and creates what is known as a middleland. There are sometimes planeswalkers would know that when you are wandering in places that are not well civilized or well settled, you can accidentally wander into what are known as these like middlelands, landmarks that can travel between planes. You create like a demi portion of plane, so they won't just fill in space that was empty before. They'll sort of expand the land, right? So like here's a plot of land, and then where my thumbs are, there's like a new house, and it just sort of pushes away the other trees and creates more ground than had been there previously. So it's sort of like wandering into a demi-plane, but there is nothing that is officially a portal here.
Okay. I think that they can actually... I think this whole house might be able to move.
Does that sound familiar to me from the tower?
You would actually, yeah, you would, yes, this is very similar in magics and practices to your Eldrin homes, to the city and the tower of Ice and Thorns, I believe is the one.
Rose and Thorn,
that you originate from. So yeah, that is very similar to what your home tower would also do.
I know this magic.
Me too.
So
do we want to take a look at the fountain with the fog?
Kind of what I wanted to look at is the fountain doesn't look like it belongs here at all.
Yeah,
Can I take a closer look at that to kind of like gauge if it's maybe from where I'm from or anywhere else? Is there anything else I roll for it to kind of gauge for that?
Make me a history check on it. I'll take history or arcana because yeah, those are your options.
Well, I got history, don't got arcana.
All right, here it is, nat 20.
Actually, I actually did not do this one.
Oh,
It was a 5.
a 5.
Look, she can't have read every book.
Who knows? So Treasure, you look at it, you think about it. It's definitely not from your home, and it's definitely not. You're from a cosmopolitan city that sees a lot of trade. The architecture of like is not of this plane. That's what I can give you. Yeah, you haven't seen anything like it. So it's
impressive.
that is impressive given. That is impressive given that you're from Jalen or Sai. So. All right, do we figure out what's... Is it... whose mic is...
I don't know
It's
who's
Kez's mic. I'm looking at it. It's happening with Kez's mic.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're okay. We're just checking. That's not a problem.
I'll mute myself while I'm not talking. See if I can. That.
All right. Thank you. So yeah, Treasure, you go over there. You look at the fountain. Anybody else want to investigate something on the fountain or the sundial before heading into the house?
To look at the sundial. Is the time right on the sundial?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
There's you guys are in mid-afternoon. It is not a real sunny day. It's definitely, it feels much more like winter. It's bleaker here around the house, but there is enough light to give you a pretty accurate reading. So you do feel like you are still on the prime material plane. You are probably still in Lickdrock. You haven't accidentally wandered into a different world.
Is there anything else
About the sundial? Yeah, there is some. Make me a Arcana check.
16.
A 16. Okay. You do feel like a minor enchantment is on there, and the times of day are not written in hours of like prime material numbers. So it doesn't have like a clock face on it. What it does is mark what is dawn, early morning, mid morning, late morning, midday, early afternoon, mid afternoon, late afternoon, and so it breaks the days into those sort of quadrants, and it's represented by sun symbols. And there's a minor enchantment on there that you kind of piece together, that it is designed to give an accurate time, regardless of what plane it is on. So in planes where time ceases to exist or where it warps, it can not on a plane where it ceases to exist, but on a plane where time either moves like faster or slower, or like in the Feywild where most places are sort of locked into a time of day. It can still track hours or an approximation of them. The symbolism around the dial and on the base and up into the point is all very tree-like, very sort of Yggdrasil, very world tree-esque in its stylings and designs. And you can actually see there are points on it where it looks like they have mapped a different type of cosmology instead of it all being on the wheel that we all recognize from D&D. It's in a tree, and so at different planes are at different trunks and roots and branches and things like that.
So traditional Norse version of Yggdrasil.
Yeah, a let's call it an elvenized version of that.
So I will look at it. I will make a note of it and make sure to tell all that stuff to my illustrious companions. And also try to get paid extra for this awesome find for the
Nice.
The college, because that's dope.
Okay. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Is there anything we see about that fountain upon closer inspection?
The fountain is Sirach, if you would like to make a history or a Arcana check, you can. Treasure's already taken a look at the fountain.
Yeah, let's see how Arcana goes. That'll be an 8.
Make me a nature check.
Five.
Okay. It's a fountain. It looks weird. It's not like a fountain you've ever seen. It's kind of flowery. It's got a bunch of little figures carved into it. You don't really notice much of it.
So this fountain also didn't trigger my divine sense at all?
It is no.
Okay.
So it is not desecrated. Although, because you detect desecration with your divine sense, right?
Anything affected by the Hallow spell, so essentially, yeah.
So technically not affected by the spell. There is some bad juju you feel off of the mist, off of that rolling fog. And the fountain does have water in it, but it seems like once it kind of hits the air or hits a certain level, it becomes this mist, this sort of dry ice
All right.
pouring out of it.
Then I am going to let's see. Can I take are there like any rocks or anything like
Sure. Yeah.
around? I'll
Yeah.
take one of those and just kind of like toss it into the fountain.
Okay. You toss the rock in there. You lose sight of it. Just it pushes out the fog, and then it splashes into the water. You see the water ripple a little bit. The fog just sort of rolls back in and obscures it from your view.
Okay.
To be clear, there is a central like flower portion where the water is pouring out of into the main basin. And it seems the water pours out, and when it hits the main basin, that's when it starts to become the fog. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I forgot how to describe a fountain for a minute. So, Treasure, your doodle is obscene and inappropriate. Well done. Anything else out here, guys?
I think I'm gonna try and take the lead, head in, and at the door use divine sense one good time.
Okay. So before you go into the door, you make your way over there. I'm assuming that the rest of the group gathers around you as you are heading that way. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I got 3 yeses. I'm gonna believe Treasure that she's sticking with the party because she said that.
I am definitely sticking with them.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna try to refresh the video, see if I get Treasure back. Negative. All right. We're gonna press ahead. If we can get Treasure's video back, we will. So, at the door, you use your divine sense. Inside, you detect I'm gonna say like 14 undead.
Just on the other side?
Not on the other side, within 60 feet.
Okay. Then
That's like the whole house. I'm extending the range of your ability
okay.
specifically so that I can just kind of give you what I got.
Okay. Then I will let them know, like, there are a decent amount of undead around this place.
That's just a heaping portion of undead.
Mhm.
A nice large scoop.
Got you, Treasure. So, none of them seem to be immediately on the other side of the door. So, opening the door and going into the foyer, Olaroon seems to be safe. The strongest presence of undeath seems to be coming from upstairs. The other presences that are milling about seem weaker than even the guards that you guys had just dealt with.
Okay. Is the door locked?
You can make an investigation check.
Dirty 20?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the door is locked. Not trapped, but it has another one of those complex ironwood locks that gave you some trouble previously.
Do you want me to try to see if I can open this one?
I would suggest so, only because, I mean, there could be people in here, and if I break and enter like I did last time, we might get a lot of unwanted attention.
Are we trying to sneak then?
Mm-hmm.
I will turn to them and I will be like, I also have an idea that might work. I don't know. And I will use disguise self to make me look like an undead shambling creature.
Okay. Sounds good.
And just be like,
It'll never work. You smell better.
oh, well, thanks. But, yeah, this is just another option just in case.
I will try to pick the lock.
Okay.
And this
Wow.
time I'll do it right.
While he's doing that, Saraid's gonna run back to one of the corpses and grab like a body part and run back
Okay.
up to Olaroon and start rubbing him with it.
Okay. Make a disguise check for me. You can just roll a d20 if you are not proficient.
I don't
Will-
think I am yet.
That's fine. I like the idea. You're being clever. So
It's 15 on for the sleight of hand.
15 on the thieves tools check is not enough. It is a similar lock to a 20. You can attempt one more time and break your picks to force it through, or you can bust the door down.
I think we should try it this time. I'm gonna risk my tools on it this time.
Okay, go for it.
I'll give you inspiration.
Okay.
So it's
A
okay.
D6 of inspiration.
Yes, I believe so.
All right. There we go. Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna need it for this one.
Well, fucking figures.
It's 17 plus 6, so that'll be 22.
And that was with disadvantage?
Oh, that's right. Inspiration. Sorry. The other one was, so it's going to be lower. So that's 13 plus 6 for 19. So I will use the D6 of inspiration, which will bring it from 4 to bring it up to 23.
Okay. You get your lockpicks in there. You realize that the lock is just too deep. These modern picks aren't designed for these crazy ironwood locks. You start twisting in there, and you're feeling the thin metal bend in your pick, and Sirach, you take a breath, all right, I'm just going to have to break them. And then you feel Saraid's hand on your shoulder, giving you just that little bit more of confidence, and it slips just perfectly into place, and you unlock the door.
Saraid, when you need to get elven deep.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
This is what you come for, folks. This is it. This is the whole show.
We're definitely about to get on Camster now.
All right.
So sorry. After Saraid places her hand on Sirach's shoulder, he's gonna as he gets the lock open, he's gonna look back at her and he's gonna be like, "Ooh, I have something for you." And he's gonna reach in real quick and just hold out a feather that had fallen off.
Thank you. She'll take it and put it in her bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, the disguise check was a 7, by the way.
He's too pretty to smell that bad.
I can't. I am ashamed.
So, you guys push the door open. It opens with a eerie creak that seems to drag out into the length of the door, swinging wide. The door itself is has a frosted glass worked into the twisting iron wood that is there. As you open up the door, you see that there is a set of doors. There's a door to your right, and then there is a staircase to your left, sort of grand sweeping staircase that leads upstairs. And there are some hallways immediately in front of you that go deeper into the home. What would you like to do?
Well, I have a question. What do we want to do tonight? Are we trying to find boss, or are we just...
So the other team is going to be going down into the well. You guys know that there are a bunch of undead up here, so you're trying to clear them out. You're trying to see what has changed since Tavish had come here previously. So there seems to be stronger undead presences upstairs, but ultimately what you accomplish tonight is up to you.
And the boss isn't boss. What is his name? Oralwind is in the house or in the water?
You anticipate him to be in the water.
Okay.
So, what do we see when we go, so through the door? There's nothing there's nothing moving when we go through the door.
No, nothing immediately on around the door. Yeah. Your divine sense put things further in or upstairs.
Okay.
That door that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm. The one to the right.
Yeah, can I kind of shimmy on up to it and see if I can hear anything on the other side of it?
Yeah, make a perception check. Or actually, go ahead. I'll go ahead and tell you with your passive perception, there's nothing on the other side of that door. It sounds very quiet over there.
Can I open it?
Yeah, the door is unlocked.
What do I see?
So inside this room is a large dining room. The drapes are pulled. It is very dark in here. It looks like none of the lights have been turned on. Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Okay, so you see mostly darkness.
Can I at least tell it's a dining room?
Yeah, there's a little bit of light coming in from that foyer that you guys are in. So when you open the door, you can see the outline of chairs and the handles. Actually, go ahead and make me that perception check.
Okay. Does it need to be a disadvantage because of the weather? Because of the light?
I'm making it a hearing check, so you are okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, not good. 6.
Okay. Yeah, everything, nothing in particular.
All right. I'll close the door, turn back. Ooh, empty dining room over here.
Can I go ahead and take a peek in real quick?
Yeah, go for it. Make a perception check for me, Olaroon.
That is a 16.
Okay. On a 16, you open up the door, you confirm it is a nice dining room. And just as you're about to close the door, something down around the feet of the chairs, around their curved legs, make you see something sort of skitter past. You only catch the movement. You're not sure. It was small. Cat, rodent sized maybe, but you're not sure what it was.
I will draw my sword and cast light on it.
Okay, you cast light on your sword. Yeah, the brightness fills the room. This place looks unused. Definitely hasn't been touched in a while. But the first thing you do sort of notice is that on the ground, looks like there's not a lot of dust in the rest of the room, but there's something on the ground, something that's kind of piled in different places, like little trails of it, and you think it might be sand of some kind.
There's sand around. Oh no, I don't like the way this is going. So is there I wasn't able to see the thing that was moving?
Well, it ran under the table, so you're gonna have to like get in and duck down and like look under the big dining table if you want.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the sword and like move it underneath so I can get a good look.
Okay.
See what's under there.
Having seen him begin to further investigate, I'm going to just kind of still be at the door.
Okay. So yeah, you come in and you bend down, you hold your light, your blade casting light like a giant glow stick beneath there. The shadows spread out beneath the legs of the table. Sirach, you come up behind him, sort of watching, and you kind of bend down, and you're both looking around. I would like you all to flip for initiative.
Oh man.
Oh, I get to redraw. 10. All the runes on a 5, treasure on a 4. So ride.
You know what time it is. You know I can't roll for initiative worth
I know. So here's what happens. As they are looking down, Treasure and Saride, you guys are still in the foyer. There is like a little dresser there. Looks like there's some vases that they probably put flowers in. No flowers in them now. And you watch the boys go over into the room, and the door's kind of left open, and you see the light in the room kind of ducked down. Olaroon, you don't see it. Neither do you, Sirach. But the first thing that happens is something from beneath the table on one of those chairs sort of leaps out, and what is your armor class, Olaroon? 18. So 15 plus 3 is 18. It barely hits. It is going to deal 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you just feel something like hammer you in the back of your head, and you sort of jerk to go to look at it, and the two of you, what you hear is that weird sort of knocking kind of noise. You guys are surprised for this first round of combat. I'd like you all to flip a second card.
One question also. That
Yep.
5 points of temporary HP, that's gone now, right? That was gone.
Yes. Well, the Mantle of Inspiration, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know how long that lasts for, Meg?
10 minutes.
Oh,
So it's still there.
okay.
Heroism's gone, but Mantle's still up.
Nice.
For y'all.
So anybody, Saride on a king, you hear, Saride, you are up, you can act. You hear the Olaroon sort of give a, ow, hey, from the other room. What would you
Probably
like
exactly
to do?
what he would sound like.
Yeah.
That's far too much emotion. I'm going to... Treasure, we gotta go! And I'll go over to the door.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay. 24.
24. Yeah. Okay. So as you come in the room,
My baby!
so Olaroon has kind of pushed aside some of the dining chairs so that he's down looking beneath the table for whatever is skittering away, and you see a cousin hand
I knew it.
running across the chairs
I hate you.
that had like turned away from him and is now running back at him.
Undead hand! Undead hand! Undead hand! I think that's all I can. Wait, is it coming towards him?
It's going towards him. You still have an action.
I would like to.
I'll say you probably took your bonus action, so you can take an action.
Can I get to the hand?
maybe with an athletics check. Roll an athletics check, DC of 13 to get to the hand.
Okay. No, 10.
You start to go, and you're not going to quite make it. You're going to be about 5 feet away. What would you like to do?
Try throwing dagger?
Yeah, you can try throwing dagger. Make a D20 plus your proficiency plus your dexterity, which is 0. So
Thank you for reminding me, Cody.
that was me remembering.
Oh, okay, sure. That's a 10. So that's just great. Undead hand, trip, dagger.
You come running over, you pull the dagger, you chuck it, it pings off the table, but you watch the hand sort of and like jerk to the side. Okay, up next on a queen is...
Did I just see the one?
Yeah, just the one. Is the undead hand. It is going to finger run over to Olaroon and jump on the back of his head and try to hit him again. That is a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that misses. So I just like backhand it out of the air.
Okay. After the crawling hand, Sirach, you can now see the hand.
All right. I'm going to see the hand, and I'm not going to like the hand, and I'm going to try to pin the hand to the table with an arrow.
Okay.
Or more importantly, just try to hit it with an arrow.
Okay.
That's nice. That's 18.
That hits.
Yeah, 18 plus 8 for 26.
Okay.
Am I within 30 feet?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Then I'm going to planar warrior it.
Okay.
So that's 4 plus 4 for 8, plus 6 for 14.
Okay.
14 damage.
The hand goes flying across the room. It's stuck to the wall on the other side. It goes limp immediately. The hand only has 2 hit points. Like, it doesn't... It's nothing. Yeah.
I'm going to walk up to the arrow and then just pull it out and re-quiver it.
Okay.
Just saunters in. What'd I miss? I heard something about undead hand, and Olaroon went, ow.
You can see the hand pinned to the wall.
Oh. Okay, that was more literal than I thought.
It's gross.
I mean, yes, but did you smell the outside? At this point, I'm kind of signed up for whatever this is.
Is there anything else in the door in the room?
So there is another door that leads to something beyond the way. There are tables, there are chairs, there's a fireplace on the far side of the room. There also looks like there's some sort of like dumbwaiter, sort of pulley system, probably for delivering meals or whatever into the room. Other than that, there's a portrait of a young elven boy up along the wall. That's about it.
Okay, then I'm going to cancel light on my sword.
Okay.
And which direction did I find the undead? Did I sense the undead?
So deeper into the house, you think not through this door, although you can check it if you want. You think those hallways from the foyer or upstairs. Those are your best bets for getting to undead. And the strongest presence of undead was upstairs.
Okay, I will turn to my companions and I will say, one of the things I've learned is to ensure that everything is wiped out on one floor before you head up to the next.
Question. The picture of the elf boy, does he look like an elf or does he look like
He looks more like a traditional high elf than the soldiers that you have fought. He does still have the sort of the horns and the prominent brow, but his body proportions are much more traditional elf rather than the more animalistic elf warrior that you guys previously ran into. Okay. So which way are you guys headed?
Do we want to check what's ever on the other side of the door here?
I mean, yeah, I would think that'd probably be the best idea for now.
Can't track spooky things, so I'm just gonna trust the people who can.
That's a really good point. Can I like see if I can see any tracks or anything? Like,
Yeah, make a survival check.
yeah, I'm good at those. I got that. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of pick up what the movements of this undead hand was. Does look like it came from further into that that part of the house. And you notice that the next door that leads deeper in, the door that you guys are talking about checking, is more of like a swinging dining door. Very much for servants to come in and out of with trays without having to open handles or locks or anything like that. So you suspect this is one of the few doors that thing could have crawled through because it didn't have to open a door.
Can I like sneak my way in and see what it looks like on the other side?
You can, except it's black in here again because the sword is no longer glowing. So you can start to and bump into stuff if you would like, or you guys can create a light source.
Sirach, would you like me to take a look?
Oh, yeah, if you'd like. I just didn't want you to step into unknown places right away.
This is actually, this reminds me of home.
Really?
I mean, it's a lot classier and there's far less undead. But, yeah.
Here or at home?
Home.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
So what is that?
Perception check, if you'd like.
I would like. 25.
So you get to the door. You can hear what you think is the skittering of another hand. Not immediately on the other side, but you can hear the little thump noises of it making its way over there. But it sounds a bit distant. You don't think it's like if you open the door, you don't suspect it's going to jump and attack you. Would you like to open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You swing the door open slowly. This is one of the few doors in the house that don't creak. Just sort of based on the style of its hinge and stuff like that. It gives a slight whine, but not that low groaning, like ominous creak that it has. In here, this is sort of a prep room. You can tell there are like trays, sort of rolling carts, things like that for serving food on. There's also a staircase, a large stairwell that leads down into the basement, where you can hear some banging and smashing of things of your allies down below.
Do I hear screams or anything?
No, sounds like they have it well in hand.
They're fine.
There is another door on the other side of the staircase. So
it goes us door. There's the staircase is in the middle, and then door on the other side.
Yeah. So
I'll
Yeah.
stick my head back out and say, that's what it looks like.
Sorry, that one's tough to kind of describe. But yeah, so there's a staircase that goes down there, and then there's another door that leads deeper into the house. You can clearly see this is like where the servants come up from, and so you can tell that the other door probably leads where one of those hallways would have led down there. So you could go this way and get to the same parts of the house.
Let's go this way.
Okay. You guys travel into this stairwell room, and you get to the far side. This door seems more like a traditional door, not like a servant food door, for lack of a better term. Would anybody like to check the door, or do you trust the door?
Never
I
trust the
trust
door.
nothing in this house.
Fair. Okay. Who's investigating the door?
I'll invest. Oh, it's all right.
All right, go for it, Saride.
Sorry, I'm chewing.
How dare you?
Oh, fuck.
Bite your lip. Oh.
7. You check the door. It doesn't seem to be trapped. It doesn't seem to be locked. The locks are primarily for exterior places, from which you
In
can
my expert opinion, this door is completely fine.
There you go. Who's first through the door?
I will, because I think I'm the only one that can see.
Ooh. Does Treasure and Olaroon, do you guys have dark vision?
I do have dark vision, yes.
Okay.
Well then, bitch, you get your hammered ass up here.
Excuse me. I am
But for
hindering.
real.
Then no, I will not be going first.
And I'll go first. So the treasure fixing her horns and opening the door.
All right. A very primed and now ready Treasure is going to open the door. You open the door into a study, and immediately upon looking in the door, you can see that there are 2 elven zombified servants that are seem to be rearranging and gathering books and scrolls of different types here, and they turn and see you and are immediately rushing towards you. I'd like all of you to flip for initiative.
If I have a chance, I'm going to close the door and then tell them first. I will let those elves run into the door.
Okay.
What is that? An 8.
I do not have a chance.
I'm sorry, no. Olaroon, on a king, you are up first.
Okay, so the one, the ugliest one.
Ugliest one, yeah. There's clearly an uglier one.
Yeah, I'm going to swing at him.
Okay.
Ooh, so close to a nat 20. That is a soft 20 to hit.
Absolutely. These guys, unlike the soldiers that you guys had fought in the previous yard, these guys are just servants, so they're only wearing basic clothes. They do seem to attack with like a fervor, a sort of rage that encompasses them, but their armor class is only 8. So go ahead and roll damage.
All right. That is a 13.
13 points of damage. Nice. With your sword, 13 points of slashing damage is going to cleave off an arm. One of the arms just goes flinging off of it, and when it hits the ground, it very much like the hand sort of rolls itself over and keeps trying to claw its way at you.
I don't like any of that.
Anything else, Olaroon?
That will do it. How long is it? Hold on. So how long has it been since Shield of the Faith is probably gone by now, right? It's been 10
What's
minutes?
the duration? 10
10
minutes?
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're probably at 10 minutes past that first
Okay.
battle. You guys spent a little time with the sundial and with the fountain.
No worries. Then
So-
I am just going to stand in front of Sirach and Saride.
Okay. That was a king 10, Saride.
Fish's mockery.
Vicious mockery.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yes. What sort of mocking would you like to do?
Well, they're servants, so I really don't need to do much.
Oh, Jesus.
Talk about how sloppy dinner was, how badly set the table is.
Okay. Yeah, they fail. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Aw, that's mean. Just one.
Okay. They do have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Yes.
So that
and
is-
I think I can do this again.
Is
Yeah,
that Vicious Mockery? Is that for one of them or both of them?
one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one creature.
Mhm.
I'm checking. A creature. Yep.
Mhm.
I'm fine. That's it.
Okay. Sirach on an 8.
Am I able to see them over Olaroon and Treasure in the doorway?
Yeah, you can look past Treasure. Olaroon ran into the room. They hadn't had a chance to close the distance yet, so he is like in the study. Treasure's on the other side of the door. You can see past them.
All right.
Absolutely.
In that case, the one that Olaroon has already slashed at, I'm going to fire an arrow at with Planar Warrior.
Okay.
That'll be a 16 plus 8. It hits.
Yeah. Easy. Definitely.
So that's 7 plus 4 for 13. No, 7 plus 4 is not 13. It's 11. Plus 5 will bring it to 16. And that's all force damage.
Okay. All force damage. Yeah, the arrow goes pounding into it. You hit its square center mass, and like a large chunk of torso and viscera sprays out the back. It's barely holding on at this point. Anything else, Sirach?
I will kind of like back myself up against the wall on the outside.
Sure. Tactical shooter, back to the wall. You got it. Zombies. So they're gonna encircle Olaroon. The first attack is going to be at disadvantage. That is the claw of the one-armed zombie.
Oh.
The claw.
The
So that is
claws are master.
Natural 2 misses, and then it is going to attempt to bite Olaroon. A 17 plus 3 is a 20. That should hit.
Yep.
Which is 1d4, so 3 points of damage as it bites you. And then the arm that is on the ground is going to make an attack at disadvantage as it flops towards you. 12 is going to miss you as well. And then the other servant, the one that has remained undamaged, is going to come over and repeat all those attacks, but not at disadvantage because it still has all its limbs intact. So a 21, a 22, and a natural 20 to hit.
Oof.
So claw, bite. So
Well,
that
guys,
is
it was fun playing with you.
so that is 7 points of damage for the claws and 9 points of damage for the bite.
Oof. Is any of that damage necrotic?
Nope.
Dang it.
I'm sorry, no.
I am right at half.
Okay. That is it for the zombies. Treasure, you're up.
She's gonna look back at Sirach. She's like, "You got it from here? You okay?"
I'm good.
And she's going to turn and bomb rush the zombies that are attacking Olaroon. At least whichever one of the two just happens to be in her line of path.
Okay, you got your pick of them. One of them is near dead. And the other one you can attack if you want. But I think you get a cleaving action if you kill one with the Great Weapon Master, don't you? Bonus
I
attack.
don't know if I'm that.
That's the feat.
That's, I think, the feat. I do not have that feat yet.
Okay. Oh,
I think.
that's the Great Weapon Master feat, not the two-weapon fighting style. I apologize. All right. Well, you do what you would like to do, Treasure.
She's just going to put her whole body weight into this attack on preferably, I guess, the one that's looking a little better.
Sure. Yeah. There's one that's
Just
clearly healthier than the other.
she's just going to slam into that thing as hard as she can with all her body weight and the sword.
Okay. Sounds
Nat
good.
20.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Okay. Roll your damage.
And we're doubling what I roll or doubling dice?
It is your choice. You make it ahead of time. What would you like to do?
So I've only got 2 dice right now because I left my dice at your place. I'll just double the dice.
Okay.
It was nice because it was an 11.
An 11, double
So
to 22
pl-
plus your strength.
and plus my strength. So that's going to be 4. So 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Yeah, you come rolling up. Now this one looks as bad as his buddy. You cleave it in such a way that like the shoulder, part of the rib cage, the whole arm, like you just carve a huge chunk of its body out onto the ground, and then the arm rolls over and begins sort of crawling towards you, dragging its large mass with it.
All right, Olaroon?
Yeah. I will be.
You'll be fine. You got this. I believe in you.
Okay,
And she's just going to back to back with him to make sure he doesn't get hit again.
nice. I believe that's it for this round. New round.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. Sirach on the ace. Your turn, buddy.
Should I do something fun or do something stupid?
Well, that's up to you. They both look really terrible, so...
All right, so I'm gonna do something stupid.
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop my bow.
Mhm.
Gonna pull out the short swords.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run in between them, and I'm gonna do one attack on one attack on.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's do it.
It rolls a 1 and a 2. Okay. Oh, and I got nat 20 for my first hit,
Okay.
and 7 plus 6 for my second hit.
Both hit.
Both hit. So it's 1d6 plus 4.
For the
So
first one.
that's 7 damage for the first one.
7 damage is enough to drop the first of the servant zombies. What's the second one?
Second one is 5 plus 4.
No, you don't have the two-weapon fighting style, do you?
Yeah, I have two. Yeah, I have 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Ranger.
Wait, or do you have archery? When you picked your fighting style at like level 2.
I picked archery, but it says bonus action, actions in combat, 2-weapon fighting.
Yes, so you can take the action, bonus action, you do attack. You do not add your dexterity to the second attack, however. To do that, you need to have the 2-weapon fighting style.
My bad. Then it was just a 5.
Well, the 5 is 1 point too many. It only had 4 hit points.
Yeah.
But just wanted to be clear on that rule there. So,
No, that's good.
yeah, that's showtime. You come rushing in there. You, as Olaroon has de-armed one, Treasure de-arms the other. The zombies just lay their mass and torsos up against Olaroon. Sirach comes rushing in on little parakeet wings and and stabs both of them quite stylishly in the back. Their bodies fall down limp, and as soon as their bodies do, so do the arms cease to move and kind of slump into a inert dead state.
We got him.
Okay.
Saride is immediately giving Ol and casting Cure Wounds.
Okay, so Storide's casting Cure Wounds on
At second level.
Olaroon. On second level. Okay, sounds good.
My baby! And I can't roll for shit, so you know. So, 12, 8 plus 4?
8 plus 4, yeah, 12.
8 plus 4. Okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Hey, look, that's great because it's more health than I had before. I'm at 31 now.
Nicely done.
That's still more than I have baseline.
Okay, so you guys are in this study. There's a door further in on the other side. There's a door that you can, looking at the architecture, very well presumed leads into a hallway. That probably leads back to the foyer. What would you guys like to do?
Is there anything of interest in the study?
So the study clearly has already been picked over once.
Okay.
It looks like Tavish and his team, when they came through, had gone through, and there's dust lines, and you can tell that there's stuff missing. Different books, things have kind of been reorganized, and it looks like what these zombies were doing were trying to consolidate books and like put things back. Like they were trying to fix things up in a weird way. Like people, after their house has been robbed or gone through, trying to reorganize and redesign it, essentially. So not much of interest. Some history books, a lot of planar travel sort of things, some scraps, some notes. The one thing I will say that it does look like this is a study in more than just name. It looks like it has also been used as like an education center for teaching. You see some stands for musical instruments. You see there's like a nice writing desk there. So yeah, that's what you get.
Okay. Awesome.
Any of the like papers or treatises, I guess would be a fun word for it. Anything on planar travel that I could just kind of shove away for later use?
Make an investigation check to see if you find something of use.
Can I just ask someone else if they found something? Nah. Oh, okay, all right. I'll roll. I won't ask the gods why they make me roll. Investigation. That'll be a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you do find a book that outlines the basic techniques of their planar travel, which is inherently a little different than what you're used to. You're used to portals and plane shifting via spells and things like that. They seem to have almost a more very akin to elves, of more like naturalistic, holistic kind of way of moving about. So yeah, you do find that, and it is interesting.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So would you guys like to move into the adjacent room, or you want to go back to the foyer and travel upstairs?
Well, Olaroon already expressed that he wanted to clear things out down here.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I haven't got any kind of ability that lets me sense anything in the area. So, like I said before, I'll follow you guys. Just point me in a direction, and well, I'll do what I did to that thing.
Can I? The door on the other side, is it locked?
No.
Can I just peek my head in?
Yeah. Peek your head.
And look around?
Make a stealth check.
Make a dexterity save. Okay.
Because you described yourself as peeking, I'm going to assume you're attempting to not draw attention as you.
Yes. A 16.
A 16. Give me a moment. Yeah.
Things are kind of liking me tonight.
That is good. So yeah, you do look in there. This room is a larger room, takes up almost the entire wing of that floor, and it does seem to have some doors that lead outside. There's a lot of light in this room. It is it looks like a training room. There are of martial arts, so there are training dummies for swordsmanship. There are targets set up for archery that are down here, and there are a couple of there is one of the soldiers that is similar to the guards that you had fought outside, and one of the servant zombies that are in here, and they are sort of arranging the swords, the weapons up on the racks. They're moving some stuff about, but they do not seem to notice you.
I'm going to reach into my bag and start coiling and message to everybody.
Okay.
There's a guard and there's a servant. They don't see me yet.
Okay.
So I don't have to try to whisper.
Okay. Yeah, you message the information to the rest of the team. What would you guys like to do?
Kill? Well, I mean, we gotta clear this place out.
Yeah.
Eventually. So...
So this is still the lower level?
Yeah.
Yes.
This seems to be the last room on the lower level. Actually, there might be one more small room at the far end of this, but this seems to be the last bit of the lower level.
If we go quietly, we may be able to get them at surprise.
Okay. I will also say, after we clear this room, we might be able to take a short rest or something like that. After.
How far away from me are they? Are the dudes?
20 feet.
Give me 1 second, please. Sorry, I didn't have the page up. There's a fall. Stop it! I can. So, if we want, Treasure, I can send you in there right now.
She basically takes her sword, just like.
Then I'm going to face step, touch her.
Okay.
So she teleports, not me.
Okay. I would like all of you to flip for initiative.
Everything's back to Norman.
Okay. So you guys are. You're surprised. They are surprised. So they have the surprised condition. They cannot act, or they can take reactions after their turn. So Treasure, you get. You're going to go first, and then, but they won't get an action this turn. So Treasure, you. Unknowing what Saride is planning on doing, she reaches out, she touches you, and there is a burst of Fey energy, and you emerge within this elven training room next to, I'm going to say that they were probably about 10 feet apart. So you want to put her next to the soldier or next to the servant?
Soldier.
Soldier. So you arrive next to one of those soldier guards that was like the ones you fought in the front yard. What would you like to do?
The minute I pop out of that and see exactly what I've been popped next to, I'm just going to slam it into a wall and just like hard slash at it.
Okay, yeah, make your attack roll.
It's going to be a 16.
16 does hit. This guy is not wearing the helmet that the ones outside was, so his armor class is one lower. So,
Yay!
Set bonuses are important, kids.
it's true. You got to wear the whole set. I know you want to hide the helmet and everything like that. You spend all that time in your character creator, but set bonuses are important.
It's 11
Roll your
points of
damage.
damage.
All right, 11 points of damage on the soldier man. Nice. Anything else, bonus action wise?
You know what? I'm going to second wind while I'm at it.
Cool.
Not second wind. Not second wind.
Action surge.
Action surge. Excuse me.
Okay, you get one more attack,
other
I
one.
believe. Yeah, do it.
Yes. 20.
Nat 20. All right.
Woo woo!
Double dice. Because I don't roll twos. We don't do that in Treasure's house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 8 times 2, 16 plus 4, so it's 20 damage.
20 points of damage. All right. This guy is barely holding on. As you come popping out, you attack him with the natural 20 on the second swing. Just his body's holding together. He doesn't fall apart like the other ones do, but you can tell immediately that the death is nearing closer for him. I think that's it for Treasure.
Yep.
The zombies are on a king. They are no longer surprised, so they do get to take reactions now. But we are moving on to Saride.
Vicious mockery at the servant.
Okay, you are by the door, so you open the door, you go into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Vicious Mockery on the servant. He's going to make the wisdom saving throw. He is not going to make the wisdom saving throw.
Excellent. 3 damage.
3 points of damage on him and disadvantage on his next attack. Nicely done.
And I'm going to bonus action healing word myself because I'm still not great.
Okay. Bonus action healing word. D4 plus your charisma mod. You got
We're
that.
doing it at 2nd level.
Okay. Second level.
You fucked me up, dude.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
He doesn't seem sorry.
After Saride, we are up to Sirach.
Sirach will kind of barge in, kind of chicken walk his way into the room.
Okay.
And how far away are they?
So I'm going to say you're probably at least 15 feet from the door, and beyond the door they are like 20 feet is what we had said. So
Good.
you have to fly to get there, I believe.
No, I have 25 feet of movement.
Right, 15 plus 20 is 35.
Yeah, I'm
So
not. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going all the way up to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to get in facing wise. I'm going to shoot bow and arrow at them at the guard.
At the guard. Okay.
That'll be a 14 plus 8.
He does. Yeah, that hits. 16
All
plus.
So 14 plus 8, so that'll hit. So I'm going to Planar Warrior as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8 plus 1, 9 damage, force damage.
9 points of force damage is enough to take out the last remaining soldier. Yeah, the arrow comes into his head, pins him up against the wall. That Treasure had pinned him there, so now she can let go of him. Even though she probably already did to hit him with a sword. So after Sirach is Olaroon.
So all that's left is the servant guy?
Yes, Olaroon, you sound very far away and very quiet.
That's why.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? I've been eating tacos, sorry. So I'm going to hit him.
Okay. Well, so you can't make it to melee with him.
Oh, I can't?
No. You're again. It's 15 feet for you to get in the room, and then he's 20 feet beyond the door.
Okay.
So you can make it. You get 15 feet into the room. You're right next to Saride, 20 feet from the servant. What would you like to do?
I'm going to position myself in such a way that he has to move by me to get to Sirach or Saride.
Got it.
And I will
Okay.
hold my action so that I can take as soon as he comes within range of me, so I can hit him.
Okay. Holding your action. Sounds good. That's the end of the initiative. New round.
Oof.
Okay. Sirach, you're up.
I'm gonna go for the servant.
All right.
12 plus 8 for dirty 20.
Mhm.
Planar Warrior.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 5 plus... Jesus! 6 force damage.
6 total.
Yeah, 6 total. I literally rolled 2 1s on 2 d8s.
Oh. So yeah, the arrow comes, sort of pierces through his chest, bursts through the backside, but it's a very small hole by comparison to the one that you left on the previous servant. Treasure, you're up.
And the servant's the only one that's left, correct?
Correct.
Where is it for me?
10 feet.
Okay, so we're just gonna adjust straight up and take a nice big downward slash at it.
All right.
17 altogether.
17 does hit. Yeah, the big overhead 12 o'clock downward slash. Let's get some damage.
That's going to be 11 damage.
How much?
11.
Got it. Sorry about that. Okay. So 11 damage. You are going to... you cleave his head off. The head comes off the shoulders. As you're coming down with the big strike, it sort of turns and tries to lurch away. You end up taking its head, and the force, you curve the blade a little bit. Doesn't bisect, but the head comes off, turns back the other sideways, lands on the ground, and then and keeps trying to bite you. That is it for Treasure. Saride.
Vicious mockery.
The head or the body? The head. It's all one. I'm teasing you. Go ahead. I got it.
Oh, I don't roll. I don't. Just,
You don't. Oh. Nope. Never mind. 9.
14.
Yeah.
So it takes 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. All right. It's on a 7. And Olaroon, you're up.
So you guys within range of me?
Say what?
Oh, so is it
No.
my turn?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is your turn. You act before the zombie does.
Oh,
So you can rush up to it.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna hit him.
All right. Do it and hit it.
24.
24 does hit.
Or, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage is enough to finish the zombie. You watch its head start,
Woo!
and the body flops down onto the floor, knees, then body, very dramatically.
Gross.
So, you guys can see that there is one more door at the end of this hallway. You think that would be like the front corner of the house. This room is pretty big. It's wide, it's long, almost the full length of the house. It would go underneath the stairs here. You can see the second doorway that would have led here from the hallway. So there's just one last door if you guys are interested in checking it out.
First, can I check?
Last door.
Oh no, we gotta clear out every single room before on to the next one.
Exactly, have to.
That's how you leave yourself open, getting attacked from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything of interest in this room?
There are some weapons. They're mostly practice weapons. Looks like they have sort of elven designs. They are ironwood, but they are not sharpened. They're blunted. There are targets. There are some arrows. Again, most of these rooms were picked over by Tavish and his team for their major archaeological or anthropological finds. So,
Because I know Talroth's that he's looking for something that's elven in design and kind of special.
mm-hmm.
I want to scribble down kind of what these swords look like.
Okay.
Just in case it is something that it's one of the ones he's looking for or like it. So
Sure.
I'm going to hold on to that for him.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, there are some curved blades among them. There are some also, most of the blades actually have a different interesting type of curve. So yeah, you go ahead and sketch those down for Talroth for later on. Okay, to the last door. What would you guys like to do?
I check it.
Okay.
I peek.
Okay. Make a
Roll for peek.
yes. Make a stealth check.
$18.
18. Nicely done. Roll me a percentile.
Okay, that is 96.
Okay. You open up the room, and it's a small room. It looks like it was at one point it looks like at one point it was like a storage closet. Doesn't seem terribly important. Looks like it has been picked over. But you do immediately see there is something odd about the wall to the right of this door, the wall that leads towards that corner. What would you like to do?
I would like to touch the wall to the right.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
That's a percentile. That's not a d20. It's like, that feels weird. Ah, fuck a duck. 11.
11?
Yes.
Okay. You spend a few minutes in there looking around touching the stones, you can't shake this feeling like something is missing, like there is something that you can't find. You start sort of pushing and prodding and poking at things, and nothing gives way. What would you like to do?
Something in this room feels wrong. Something's missing. Something's wrong with this wall.
Is it? Can I look for any like ways that wall might have been moved, or any like movements of like dust versus like if there's any dust that hasn't been like moved at all?
Okay. Yeah, make me an investigation check.
Oof. No, that's 5.
Okay. You look around. There's not a lot of dust in here. Doesn't seem to be a lot of. There doesn't seem to be a lot of movement to it. Anybody else want to try something?
I mean, I don't have a good investigation or anything.
Okay, well, I'll give you a perception check if you want to try.
Yeah, let's see just, what I perceive in general.
Okay.
All right, that was an 11 plus 15.
11. You do get the same feeling that that Saride has. And as you guys are all in this room, I would like you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oof.
17.
Nat 20 for a 22.
Woo!
Natural 1.
No.
The duality of man. So,
I'll sing your song.
At his funeral.
Oh no.
So, as you guys the three of you have piled into this odd closet-like place, and you're looking at the wall, and you can tell that there is something missing, something that you're not quite seeing, as the dim light of the day pours through the open glasses that fill the rest of this practice hall. You begin to see it get a little darker. And Sirach, you realize that the door behind you guys in this closet has begun to shut. You reach out your arm and in your wing, and you catch it sort of just in time before it can shut the entire way. And Saride, you spin to look and see what was happening with the door. But just before you do catch that in the shadow, in the blackness, there are words written in Sylvan along that wall. But you can't see them as long as the door is open.
Shut the door! Shut the door!
But the door just tried to shut itself. Is that a smart idea?
There's writing on the wall and I can't see it if the door is open.
Okay. I'm gonna stay in there just in case bad things happen. But yeah, I'll let the door close.
Okay. Are you all staying in there? Olaroon, are you going on the other side of the door, or are you staying here?
Hashtag YOLO. I'm staying. Hashtag
Okay.
YOLO. I'm staying there.
Treasure, you're drawing your swords, and you hear the door.
Peeks up. Y'all okay? Oh,
And just you see it. You see them stop it, and then you see him pull his arm back, and the door does shut. And when it does, this room fills with these dancing sylvan letters and words that begin to coalesce along the wall.
Ooh, what did they say? What do they say?
she's very concerned, and she's gonna go knock on that door immediately and
Okay.
listen.
So, trying to get this right. Upon a line of winter spears, an age of malice has ended. For sand and glass consume all. Tower of the Green has ended. Draw the blade of ashen burnt, ashen born, to keep thy soul from being rended. We're here our quest to see it all. Where once it began, soon shall be ended.
So I'm not being funny. I got almost literally that.
Sorry, I wasn't being loud enough. I apologize.
Oh no! You were being loud enough. I don't write quick enough.
Okay.
So literally, I have upon a line of winter spears something for sand and glass consume something. Draw the blade of Ashenborn to keep thy soul from being rended. Something where once it began, soul shall end.
Yeah. It mostly ends in ended. There's not a great rhyme scheme to it. Not a great rhymer.
It sounds a lot better in Sylvan, I'm sure.
It does. Yeah. So upon a line of winter spears, or an age of malice has ended. What was the second? How did the second part start?
For sand and glass consume.
The Tower of Green has ended. Seek the blade of Ashenborn, lest thy soul be rended.
And then what was right after that?
For where our quest had once begun, soon it shall be ended.
Right. Put your mic down.
Thank you. Is there any type of blade in the general area?
Not that you guys see, but I'll give you one more investigation check specifically because you are now in the dark with the Sylvan writing. So pick your best person. If you're going to use inspiration, now's the time.
I'm a 4.
Yeah, it's you, definitely.
I'm a 1.
Can I help her?
You can help her.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Natural 20.
Let's
24.
go!
Woo!
Okay.
Elven Deep, yo. Elven Deep. What's up?
Woo. Going full Elven.
That's the face you make when you do. I was invited.
You were. That was somebody's mistake. Nope. Excuse me. I am looking for something I prepped a long time ago, and now I'm having funny problems finding. Shame.
You guys need to go onto our Twitter. There's pictures of Dice Dwarven Forge that's up for giveaway on Thursday. Guys, I cannot tell you how fucking choice it is. It is so pretty. It's so well made, and it's you have to be watching for you just have to.
I mean, I went immediately once Cody was showing a picture of it on the stream. I went to Dwarven Forge website and checked it out. It is freaking fantastic.
It really is. Like
It's got the beholder on it, and it's all like iridescent and shit. It's good.
And on the inside, like there's a space for rolling dice, and it's surrounded by a trough where you can hold up to like 4 sets of dice if you decided to make a character.
Or 3 sets of dice and 1 fun-size pack of M&Ms. It also fits.
Don't ask us how we know. We do the math, so you don't have to. But yeah.
You open a secret panel that is written behind the Sylvan words, and there are 2 short curved blades set within a velvet sort of stand. They sit outside of their sheaths, their scabbards, and they sort of hang. But that's not what catches your eye. There is, in the center between them, a haft of what is the size of a great axe. And you can see that there should be a blade. The head of the haft has a central piece, and you can tell where the axe heads used to sit indented in here, and that axe head had been broken, split, both of the heads off of it. But you can tell there is a magical energy burning off of it, and it's almost as though in this black, the haft that you guys see, this axe haft, sort of dances with licks of the small flames of something that is missing. What would you guys like to do?
So, I know we're not supposed to take anything, but if we need the Ashen Blades to deal with the master of this manor, then maybe we should take him.
This Blade of the Ashen Born.
How is born spelled?
Like you gave birth to something. Somebody born of
Gross.
ash. If you guys would like to make history checks or arcana checks, you can. You can also, it's up to you.
I would like to open the door
Okay.
so that Treasure can come see the pointy bits.
Okay.
Thank God you're all okay.
Yeah, you do open the door. You do feel the door handle burn your hand a little bit, Saride. It's warmer than it was before. But Treasure, by the time you run over there, what for you feels like seconds, for them has been some long minutes, sort of searching and twisting. They open up the door, and you guys may proceed.
Okay, are you all right?
I don't. I'm fine, but I don't know what's going on right now.
Okay, you guys were in here. What did you find? You all seem all right.
There are these short swords and a great axe haft.
So the set of elven blades, one is a long sword, one is a short sword. They are definitely a set. They seem to have long handles that are made from bone or antler. They are very well made. They may have a magical energy to them. You don't know. You need detect magic or identify, something like that. However, they're being overpowered by that central haft. So,
Can I go ahead and try and make an Arcana check on what's going on with this haft?
yeah, absolutely, sure.
All right, here
I
we
got
go,
an
guys.
8 on history for Ashenborn.
Okay. Actually, Saride, I'm going to give you advantage on that roll, specifically because of your background.
I got a 3 on that Arcana check.
Like myself, dirty 20.
Olaroon, it is not Dawnbringer, and so your interest seems a bit lost.
Oh, I knew that wasn't it.
I know that you knew that. I'm just letting you know. But Saride, you're thinking of Ashenborn, and something clicks. Ashenborn is a old term for a very specific type of elf. For those that are bleach white and gray like ashes, that it doesn't speak to the ashes of fire, but the loss of their emotions within the Shadowfell. You recognize that many of the Eladrin and high elves refer to the Shadar Kai as Ashenborn.
Shit.
These things don't seem to be blades of the Ashenborn. The prophecy does not seem to relate directly to these weapons. I will let you know, it looks like the blades, the elven blades, match a lot of the stylings within the house, and you suspect that they are the ancestral or heirloom blades of this family. It's pretty easy to put together from the pictures of the young boy that you had seen within the dining room, that the master of this house is too young right now, or at least was at one point, to wield them, and so they were locked away. And that's why he has a martial training room and a study, basically.
Oh my god, we found Elven Olrune.
A little bit. However, Olaroon, you hear something within the back of your mind. You hear this strong voice that is comforting, and yet feminine, that creeps in and says, "Oh, my good servant. What have you found?" "No, my poor brother. To see one so proud, so angry, rendered apart, split from their purpose. How this rage might have fueled you. We must help it, my sweet darling. We must, as we would hope for other devotees to aid me. We must do what is right and see the blood burner reforged."
Okay, so Olarune's gonna be like, and so I assume when she talks about Bloodburner, she's talking about the haft.
Yeah. You see the image in your mind of this axe. It is a mighty war axe, and you can see the haft itself has the metal cap where the axe head had been attached is still on the wood, and it is sheen, but you can see there are these mighty blades that belong on this axe head, and you can see visions of it bathed in blue and red flame that lights the ground wherever its carrier steps, and you can feel the fiery, angry power that just seeps off of it.
So I'm gonna slowly start to walk up to the haft,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to place my hand on it, and as I do, I'm going to say, "You are not meant to sit on a shelf."
I'd like you to make a persuasion check.
That's a 22.
You hear a low grumble, and while the haft of the blood burner is warm, hot to the touch even, uncomfortable but not painful, you are able to lift it off of the rack.
Okay. Then I will, because we don't have a bag of holding, right?
You do not.
Okay. Then what I am going to do is I'm going to take the haft and kind of strap it to my back,
Mm-hmm.
and as I place it there, I'll be like, "We will make you whole. And once again, the earth will know your name. The world will know your name." So,
Yes. Yes.
Are you saying all this out loud?
I'm saying it like under my breath.
Well, regardless, I can see you. Olarin, what are you doing? We're not supposed to take anything.
This is different. This is not something that's meant to be sitting in a museum somewhere.
If we touch anything, they attack us. That's why Tavish's team went down.
And Olun just kind of looks around. We're gonna have to fight him anyway.
All right, I trust you.
It's, this is a good thing, and he'll just kind of pat the haft. And then the swords are just still sitting there, right?
Yep.
Okay, but I'm just gonna leave the swords there.
Yes, you are. Sarad's gonna say kind of quietly under her breath, but loud enough that Sarad can hear in Sylvan.
Mhm.
I'm concerned.
Message received.
So you guys exit from this secret little storage room. The
Secret storage.
So no one.
Now
no
I'm gonna
one's taking
watch
the swords?
Avatar again.
No one's taking the swords. We're just gonna leave them.
Yes, we are just gonna leave them because we were told specifically not to take a thing. That's what makes them come to life and start shanking our asses, and we don't need anything from that room. Apparently your god or whoever's auto-controlling you at the moment makes you think you do, but those are the ashy blades. We don't need that shit.
You're still gonna draw a picture of those blades because, like, everything looks like weird elven shit that Talroth might want.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
She's not gonna touch it until she's sure that this is the weird elven shit Talroth wants.
Sure,
But
absolutely.
at least currently, this might be. Therefore, she's just doodling it. It's probably terrible. She's not an artist.
Okay. So yeah, you take some time to doodle it. Are you guys going to re-hide those, or are you going to leave them unhidden?
Let's
rehide.
hide them, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case we need to come back and get them.
Okay.
Or in case someone else gets here first, like a undead some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Last thing
here-
we need is an undead hand with a +3 weapon.
That's true. That's true. Can't deal with that nonsense. Here is what we are going to do. I think we're going to double up next week. I'm going to say between you guys researching this, I'm going to let you take a modified short rest. So if you want to roll you can choose. You can either recover the abilities you get on a short rest, or you can roll hit dice.
Abilities all day long.
Yeah, abilities.
Okay.
These as well.
Okay. Just your pick. You can choose individually. Some of you took more damage than others. Some of you, so you don't get your spell slots back. That's a long rest. But you could recover your action surge, or for the warlock. Yeah, obviously that's gonna give you your spells.
I got my spell slots back. That was
Right. So I'm gonna say it's been about 30 minutes, which actually keeps you guys pretty in line with the other group.
Woo!
So we are going to pick up next week. You guys will do upstairs. I don't know that it's a full night of adventuring, but we'll see. And the other group is going to do its well fight. So we will see, and I will think about some fun things to do that. So we may do 2 nights next week. We may do 1. I don't know. We'll think about it. Probably 2. I want to finish this one as a unit. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys, how did you feel about tonight?
I enjoyed it.
Good.
I liked it.
I'm learning more about. That's the first time my patron's spoken to me.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Well, in game.
Yeah. So yeah,
He's
that
not
was
an evil sword. Hopefully.
Boy, have you lost your damn mind?
Mm. Well, I one of the things I'm going to work on for next week is creating playlists so that we're not listening to the exact same song all night long. And I apologize for that to the viewers. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you're still with us, we're about to say goodnight, but thanks for hanging out. We're going to do the giveaway of the Tray of Holding from Norse Foundry. That is happening on Thursday. We're doing our one night in Taldore. No, one night in Wildmount. That's where we're going. Wildmount. Also, check us out tomorrow night. We go into the stars for Star Chasers New Horizons. Friday night, we're going to be starting a new limited run campaign. Sort of based on or influenced by Middle Earth. So that should be dark fantasy. Hopefully will be enjoyable. And then Saturday night, I think we're doing a Dragon Age one shot, and Sunday's my birthday. Don't know what happened in there. We'll figure it out. Thanks, guys. I hope you had a lot of fun. Also, join us on Patreon. We get a few more patrons. We're going to be able to do an art giveaway for you guys from the wonderful Kez right there. Yes. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. And it's been a wonderful anniversary so far. We're excited to continue doing this with you, even in times where we don't get to sit at the table together, which we miss. So we're grateful for you guys. We love you guys. We're going to see you next time. But until then, be cool.